Hi friends, and welcome back to the shed. It's the first day of lockdown here in the UK, and I've been pondering what I can do, what I have to do in order to allow my spirit to soar through this experience rather than be crushed by it. And there are a few things that I've settled upon which I want to share with you. First, I think I've got to recognise the new normal. There are some things that are much bigger than me, and this is one of them. I can do little to control them, and it's my task, friends, not to try and control, but just to do what I'm told. It's a lesson that I guess we've begun to learn from the weeping planet as we've been busy suffocating it across the generations. It's a lesson now that perhaps we have time to reflect and reassess. Some things are bigger than my personal self-interest. The other day I read a post reflecting on this period of imposed isolation. It said it feels as if the earth has sent us all to our rooms and told us to think about what we've done. Well, that may not be technically right, but it does give us space to reassess and to reflect. Others, of course, have a very different new normal from me. Long hours, lack of resources, staggeringly difficult decisions to be made, resulting in life or death. And you know, I need to recognise that kind of normal too, if I'm only going to understand mine. Then I need to relate to the new normal. What demands does it make of me? What does it actually mean for me? What is my place in this? Many of us, incredibly, are being invited to save lives by sitting on a sofa and watching TV. What's that all about? How can that be so difficult? And yet we see film of packed beaches, filled parks, queues of traffic making for the countryside. And remember, we need to notice those for whom it's not about staying in, but about going out. Not about stepping out from the world, but deliberately stepping into it, virus and all, so that others can be safe. We need to relate to that normal too. Then I think I need to learn to rest in the new normal. Not to be lazy, but to embrace, to rest within it and take those moments of refreshment and recreation. The past couple of weeks have been the weirdest in my ministry. I haven't been to bed or late, I haven't slept when I've gone to bed. So much to do, so many things going round in my head, but somewhere along the road, you know, that constant chase to stay ahead of emails and questions of planning and keeping up with the latest briefing, sometime, somewhere, all that will actually stop, and the planning and the programs will begin to take a life of their own, and somehow we can learn to rest into the new normal. To trust the process, to trust the planning, and to trust the God who stands behind it. For some, of course, the madness just goes on and we remember them. Then I think, after recognising and relating and resting, we need to find a way to receive from the new normal. What is the gift that this time can give me? You see, if I am constantly battling against this new reality, it will harm me, it will disturb me. But if I can learn to embrace the space as a gift, a Sabbath, then perhaps I can grow into and through this unsettling experience. So later on I'm going to go up into the attic to try and find my paints. I've not touched them for 10 years because, well, life's just been too hectic. But maybe now. Or that book that has nothing to do with work that you've wanted to read for years but never got round to it, get round to it. This is the opportunity. And yes, there'll be lots of work to be done, but can I learn to sprinkle the work with moments of renewal? Can I allow the things that burden to be lit by recreation? Can I learn to receive this new normal as a gift, to bless and to refresh, as well as to challenge? Recognise the new normal. This is not the way it usually is. Life is supposed to feel different, and if it doesn't feel different, then we are probably not doing it right. Relate to the new normal. What is my place, my task, my role, my service in this new reality? rest in the new normal, we do not have to be rushing around in order to justify our existence. We are cherished, precious children of God. And then seek to receive from the new normal what is the gift that this time offers me. Remember that verse from the early chapters of the Bible, at the end of the creation story, the writer records, by the seventh day God had finished the work he'd been doing, and on the seventh day he rested from his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had been done. If God could do it, then why can't we? Can we come to a place where, for some of us at least, for some of the time at least, this becomes the Sabbath gift of God to us? Stay safe, stay home, and stay close to God.